Okay, hello everybody. I think we should just get started, and then as other people come in, we can just let them in. So, Jai, would you like to get started? Seeing that you're the only person here so far.
Yes, sure. Um, is my screen visible?
Yes.
Okay, so I did make 4 to 5 major changes and had all the PRs merged. So right now I'm on the develop branch. So everything is like live on the develop, so you can test. So I'll start from the flow. So first of all, from the plugin repo, we have new scripts to the initialize script was already there, but I did improve it to follow the new files arrangements and all. So I'll firstly use the zip script. So it says like pm zip plugin. So it would give us the option from the available plugins. It is like plugin map, and we have right now the plugin map and Razorpay, from which the plugin map is just a development plugin, and the Razorpay is which I'm working on for payments. So we can just choose between the plugin, and then it will ask if it is for development or for production. Because in development we can directly use the GSX files and all, but in production we would upload the compiled version of code without TypeScript and everything. So right now we'll use for the development itself. So we can see here in plugin zips, it gives us with the Razorpay dev zip. So this is a zip file which is compatible to be uploaded from the admin portal directly. Also, we can choose the plugin map and for development. So we would have one more plugin zip. So then I can just go directly and choose upload plugin and select the Razorpay first. So what second change I made after the script is getting the external dependencies for plugin. Like we have Razorpay plugin, so it would need the Razorpay package to function. So now we have a installation lifecycle which gives it with the external dependencies. So the Razorpay must declare it in its package.json that it has the dependencies Razorpay and all. So those will be shipped to the plugin by the plugin manager. So we'll quickly upload it. Okay. So we have now this install thing and uninstall. So we'll see in plugin available. Right now it looks like this. Then we'll go to the install and it would get the required dependencies. We'll find Razorpay and everything inside it. So the plugin can function full-fledgedly. We can have external dependencies and everything else. So I'll also to show the panel nature, I'll also have one more plugin installed along with that. So we can go and install it. It does not require any complex modules. It does not declare it, so it has the streamlined process like before. Now we can activate this one first. We can activate another plugin. So we have both the plugins here. This one is we have already know. So this is completely linked with the GraphQL and everything. We can go to the GraphQL. We'll see the Razorpay and the plugin map extensions. Now we'll go to the Razorpay configuration. So the UI can be changed as we need in Pelisadas. We can completely modify it accordingly. But right now it has a basic structure. So firstly, we'll need some key ID and key secrets, and then we can test the connection. So what was the challenge I faced in it? The Razorpay requires a webhook extension also, and we didn't have a webhook thing uh, before in the API. So the focus switched to the webhook first. Then I did create a webhook extension also. We can see here somewhere in the logs. Yes, so I did not complete the Razorpay plugin yet because when I did set up, I added keys, then it required a webhook URL to connect with the Razorpay service. So I'll have to create a new extension in our API so the GraphQL can, so the plugin can also tell it about just a second, I'll show you. Yes, the webhook. So it can now register webhooks along with the GraphQL and database. So we have a new functionality in plugin extensions in API. So it shows we have a plugin webhook registered. After that, I'm having my exams right now. So I'll be completing the webhook part of the Razorpay after my exams. Then we can test the connection and we can make the dummy payments right now because I have a test mode key with me. Then the plugin will be completed. We can use it in with the real keys also. Then other change I made was the transaction page as told. So we have this transaction page. So this is a G1 extension. This we are seeing because of the plugin map we have right now. So I'll show you one by one. Let's first disable both the plugins. Okay, so I have deactivated both plugins. I'll go to the transaction page. We will find nothing. First thing for developers, we have the plugin map. We'll activate it so the developers can go to transaction page. They'll know that this particular extension point is G1. Then they'll go to their payment plugin they are making and they'll use the G1 extension point for that in admin. Sorry. Okay, so they can use the G1 and G2 is for the user side. This is for admin. So we declare G1. So this is the purpose of the plugin map actually. We can activate the plugin map. Then we can browse available extension points, use that extension point. Then I did use that, so I can go back. My Razorpay uses the G1 extension point, so I can deactivate and activate the Razorpay. So now what would happen? So the Razorpay gets connected to this page. It can inject its component dynamically. Similarly, if we had another payment plugins like uh, Stripe or something, so they can also use the same extension point to show the transactions. Right now, it is using some dummy data. Once I'm done with the webhook integration of the Razorpay, it would show us the real data. So this is the admin one, and we can have the user organizations. So these are the my transactions. Same right now it is dummy data across all. This shows the organization, description, the payment method, and everything. And similarly, we have a transaction page here which uses the G2 extension point, and we have a make donation extended functionality here, which I haven't made yet. So we can make a donation from here. We can see the transaction. So this, I think we can instead add, this page wasn't working yet. So I'll be using this right now to make the plugin. Later, instead of making a new route, we can create a new G3 injector and directly link it with the donate page. So that would be really dynamic. We don't have to make any changes to that. If I make it here also, it will be same as making it here. It would just need a small, like changing it from RA1 to G3 and it will be just picked to that spot where we want. So it is very easy to do. So that's all from my side. And another things were bit of more related to the code and technical things like adding a new installation lifecycle, schema manager modifications to make it more robust. And we had I discussed new approaches with my mentor, which could be more optimized. So that's it I've done from past few weeks.
Okay, this is really good to see. The question I have is that I'm looking at this manifest.json file, which seems to have these endpoints involved in it, right? And
Yes.
so that assumes that these endpoints are sort of hard-coded through the plugin repository. How do you plan to make third-party plugins available easily for the end users? So, for example, if somebody decides to create their own plugin external to the Tallower repository, the Tallower
Yes.
plugin repository, how would that work?
They would still need to use our extension points, which we have
But they
in our
would,
repository.
right, but would they have to add, update that manifests or the extension points manifest.json file in the repo? Or is there an option, for example, for it to read an optional directory filled with the extension points so that you can have third-party additions onto it?
Well, this is how the injector looks like. So if they want to inject something here, so the G2 is just a code, but we would need at least a line in code, right? to target this particular component. So if they are making a transaction page itself, if they are making a payment plugin, it is a third-party payment plugin. Still, they can use the G2 extension point. The injector does not see which plugin is using it. All the plugins can use the injector without any modification to core code. But yes, if they want something to be added on this page or maybe this page, so they can create a issue on our repo about the request regarding the new extension point. And basically, we should know what we'll know what they are using. So we have to add the injector. And over time, we'll have many injectors throughout our application. So they can use it freely without like needing to add more injectors.
Okay, so based
It's
on
just like 8 injectors, and we'll have the whole menu covered with the plugin extensibility if we had an injector in each of these.
all right, so that so would it make sense for us to create an injector for each of those options so that people can ahead of time so that people can do this work that you're talking about? What I what I'm trying to get away from is anytime
Yes.
anybody wants, say for example, somebody wants to create a, a substitute for the Razorpay plugin and they want to write it for some third-party financial service.
Yes.
Does that now mean that the Palacios Foundation contributors now have to make sure that some modification of the code is made in order for that to happen?
If they are modifying our core functionalities, which are here under menu, then
Right.
yes, we'll have to create a plugin injector. But if they want to add something new to our Talava, they can just use these routes injector. They can create a new plugins like menu here and create a new page of their own. But if they want like sophisticated integration with our existing functionalities, then yes, they'll have to create issues. But they are always open to make a new page and new route itself, right? We
Okay.
have the extension points
Okay.
for that, like these RA1, RU1. So these can be used to create any external plugin. We'll have it available here. But if they are specifically willing to have a sophisticated integration with our core functionalities, then they'll need plugin injector.
Right. So, but in this case, the RA1, the RU1, etc., that is specific for Razorpay. So, say
No,
for,
no.
oh, okay. So based
So
on,
the plugin map is also using RA1. So basically, RA1 means having your menu here, right?
oh, I see. All right. So this, okay. So this
I'll
is
show you
generic.
just a
Okay.
second.
Yeah. So,
I'll
okay.
make it.
Yes. Try and make it a little clearer because now I see what you're talking
Yeah, yeah.
about.
I'll activate it. So I'll show you.
No,
We'll go back to the user side.
I'm
So
more
see,
interested.
we have,
I'm more
yeah,
interested
yes.
in just knowing what's the difference between this screen that I'm seeing and the screen that I had, where you had the JSON with the Razorpay specific information.
Which one can you repeat?
Right. So here you have what appears to be a generic in this manifest.json file that you're looking at. You have our
Yes.
right, but before you were showing me a file that had Razorpay specific information. Oh, I see. So that's within the Razorpay plugin.
Uh,
Oh,
yes,
I see. Okay.
I'll I'll explain the whole architecture in detail just a second. So we have a plugin repo, we have plugin map and Razorpay. They
Right.
have the admin API code. Okay, so
Okay.
the plugin map admin has a manifest telling that I want all these extension points. So these will be the same codes RA1, RA2,
Okay.
and Razorpay will also be using the same code. But the plugin manager is smart as so it can differentiate between what all the plugins want.
All right.
So it can handle both plugins at same extension points.
Okay.
So I did use RA1. So basically, this is the RU2 plugin. This is the RU2 extension point. So RU2 just means adding two new like menus and routes.
Okay.
So okay, basically R the one starting with the R adds new routes,
I
and the
see.
one started with T add new drawer items. So this we have this
Oh.
called as drawer in our. So this means drawer admin one, drawer user one. So
Oh,
they
I
have
see.
these are not random names. So both the plugins can say I want to hook into the drawer of the user in the one. One means global and two means the organization specific.
Okay. Is all of this information that you have documented in the repository? All the
Yes,
all
we
these
have
details?
documents.
Okay.
Uh, I did do, but there are many updates after that, so I'll
Yeah.
cross-check.
Yeah, you're going to
But
have to do that.
that is the point of the extension
Mm-hmm.
plugin. So
Yeah.
if we go to here, it shows that RU2 is a user global extension point. This page represents the RU2 user global route. So we have a documentation itself in the plugin map. So that was the whole purpose of making it. Also, it gives the developer idea about like how they can write code for plugin, how the pages use GraphQL and the API. So we have everything here. So that was the whole point of the plugin map, because referring to documentation and relating it with the code becomes a little bit hectic. So I did create the extension points map to directly have the documentation embedded in the platform itself for developers.
Okay, well, there still needs to be documentation on how to get that documentation, right? The plugin extension points map stuff.
Sure.
So if you
Uh,
can, try to get that done. Okay?
Definitely.
All right. And also part of the confusion that I had is that I didn't realize that in your VS codes you had multiple repositories in the left-hand side, and I didn't realize that you were focusing specifically on the plugin repository, because at the very top you had the Tallow admin um, re- directory, and that was causing some confusion for me. All right, thank you very much. That's really good. And then about
Yes, I have all of them right here.
that's right. Yeah, I didn't realize that aspect. Okay, thank you.
Yes. So basically, like it gives us you. All right. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Does anybody have any questions or comments? No? All right. Who'd like to go next? Divyanshi, please go ahead.
Okay, so let me share my screen. Is my screen visible to you?
Yes.
Okay, so I have completed the associating action items with recurring event. So like this is organization level action items, and I have a series of recurring events which is known as daily event. Let's go to this event. So like we have two options for creating action item for a recurring event.
Okay.
We can create action item for an entire series which have like all the instances will have same action item, and action item is specific to that event instance. So let's say we are creating a template level action item. So like this is a template level action item. So we have two options of we can complete action item for this instance or for this complete series.
Okay.
Let's say complete for this instance. Then I have like so what happened right now is that I have a template level action item and instance level. So if I update, delete or complete any action item where instance specific, then that action item will becomes an exception for that series.
Okay.
So let's create another. So we have option for updating action item for a complete series or this instance only. If I update for this instance only, then it become a exception for that series, right?
Okay.
And so like I completed action item for this instance. So
Good.
I think I completed for the series, right?
Okay.
No, I completed for the instance. So still I can complete, yeah, for this instance of this series. So yeah, that's it. And here I have, so this is an organization level action items. I can see all the action items available in an organization because events
Okay.
belongs to organization, right? So I created those events, a template level, both are template level, but I can only show one, like I can only show template level action items here only, and standalone event action items that are created for this instance, not the exceptions. so I can do thread operations here also or in dashboard also. Yeah, so that's it for that was I was working on the last few weeks, and now I am working on the volunteers part. So like it's under work progress. I haven't completed it yet, but I will.
Okay, this is good. The one thing I wanted to mention here is that you have. I'm thinking of it from the perspective of a administrator or anybody wanting to take a look at what's going on for a particular action in as an action item for the event. And if you look at this, nobody knows what this person is actually supposed to do. There's a category of action, but there's no details until they click the information and right and the notes. So at least I, I would think that at least if to make it easy for somebody to manage, the notes as to what the person is supposed to be doing should be visible to some extent on the dashboard page. Because if
Like
not, right, see, like the actual tasks that they're supposed to be doing as a part of the category. Right, say for example, you have somebody who is responsible, like say for example, there's a wedding, and somebody's responsible for transportation. There could be transportation of the bride, transportation of the groom, transportation of the family. But here you'd have a category of transportation, and then there'd be no real way to see what those things are, and so the notes are going to be important as a part of this screen. I understand that if you
like
click, I understand that if you click on the information, they will see it, but it's not.
like uh, I
Go ahead.
haven't added that column here because like note can be a more than 20 words, 10 words. So like there is no limit, maybe
Correct.
200 words, something like that.
That
So like it will
that
be hard to show in this
I agree.
screen. So
I,
that's
I agree. So some things that you could think of is like the status column. You could use an icon and maybe not use the words, and then you could show a little bit of the category of the notes with a mouse over or something. But if we don't show some of the notes, the people are not. It's not going to be valuable to the end user,
okay.
right?
So
You see what I'm
I can do a
try
I can do one like a tooltip something. Suppose if I hover over this, then it will like pop over a some tooltip kind of thing.
Yes, but it still means that the person has to do an action rather than actually reading. So if there's a way in which you could condense some of the space that you have in these columns and add even the first few characters of the note so that people can have an understanding of what is supposed to be done.
Okay,
Right?
like so.
Because like I said, if there's going to be somebody doing a bunch of like I said before, transportation, unless and you have 7 people responsible for transportation for like I said, bride, groom, guests, mother-in-law, father-in-law, right, and so now when you're looking at this thing, how do you know who is responsible for what? You have to now click on information for every single one to know that information. And so we need to have at least some amount of the notes visible on this page for this page to be
Yeah,
useful.
I get your point. It's like so. One thing I can do here is that I can show 10 or 15 words and then truncate other words. And if
Right.
person hovers over that, then
Then
they
they
can see all.
they'll probably see the whole thing, and then when they click on the eye, they'll get everything.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
It's a minor modification, but I'm just thinking about the usability from the people who are going to be wanting to use the application. But this is really good to see. I'm glad that we've got this new addition on, and looking forward to actually seeing this in practice. I know that you have some PRs in place,
yeah.
and
We also have it.
and have they been merged already?
Yeah.
Okay, good. That's really good.
Now I wanted to show you about volunteers. one thing I wanted to ask from you is that, like, so like we can create a group here, right?
Right.
Name, these are volunteers and these are max non-volunteers. So after just like creating, I added some bunch of people here, so
Yeah.
they will get a invite.
Mm-hmm.
So like this screen wasn't available earlier, so I added this so we can know that who got invitation and who not, and we
Yes.
can show the invite status here also. Like, but the thing that was I was concerned about, like this screen is very small. Like I have added rows and columns and
Oh,
paginations,
I
but
see.
I
Right.
cannot I cannot search people right here. Like yeah, search and basically search things. So like, is it fine or do I need to make
Let's
something better?
let's leave it simple for now. I would. What's the default number so far? Is it just like five?
Like we can say it while creating the group here, maximum
No,
volunteers.
no, no. In the modal, when it comes up, what's when you see actual people? Yeah, there. Is it five people before you go on to the next page?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay,
Maybe 5 or 6.
five or six. Okay, I think that's fine for now. And the reason for this is because most events are not going to have a large number of volunteers. They're going to be relatively small, I would think. The other thing is if you can fix up some of the icons that we have here on this modal, that would be also good.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
other than
it's
that, I think,
under progress.
yeah, okay, but apart from that, I think this should be fine. Thank you. This is good to see.
Okay, okay.
Right. Does anybody have any questions for Divyanshu? All right. If not, who would like to go next?
And Peter,
Yes, go ahead.
yeah, I wanted to ask you one thing also. Like I have come now, user can also create the events. Like who will be working on the CRUD part in mobile application? Because as I am aware of, no one is working on that.
That should be Satyam, I think, so you can work with him on that.
So
Mohit has that
Oh,
deliverable
Mohit? Okay,
events.
Mohit. Okay, yeah, it's one, and it is one of you too. All right.
Yeah, it's GSoC deliverable this time.
Okay, all right, thank you. Right, so Divyanshu,
okay,
please work with Mohit.
okay, thank
Okay,
you.
thanks. Okay, who's next? Okay, Satyam, please go ahead.
Hello, Peter.
Hi.
So, like, for the past, like, 2 weeks, I was busy in my exams. Like, I'm back now. Like, I'm currently working on my PR. Like, one of my group chat PR is, like, I have raised it. Like, it is a little big, so I'm currently working on it, addressing the code rabbit suggestions. And once it gets merged, I think most of the things around chat would be done. On these slight modifications, like uh, basically checking if the cache and local storage is working or not. Like basic improvements would be remaining.
Right.
And after that, the second most important deliverable, the donations part, would be remaining, for
Mm-hmm.
which I would require your update, like your what should be done on that part. I think you said that it should be like a plugin, like the other organization may have like they have the choice which type of payment integration they want to. Like we
Right.
can't just integrate one payment provider.
Right. Uh, can we discuss this closer to the time that you want to get this implemented?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. And think of maybe some options that we could use because I know in the mobile app that's going to create some difficulties because like just like what Jai was
Yes.
showing us, you know.
Yeah, actually, I was confused. Like, Jazz deliverable also had the plugin part, and it also uses the donation plugin. So, would it be like he would be working on the app side, or maybe the donation part is different from the plugin part?
Yeah, so what his role is going to be creating the plugins and making sure that they're implementable and have the various endpoints. In the mobile app, in your particular case, it would be more to detect whether the plugin is actually there and then do the implementation of the plugin as necessary in the app, which is why I was telling Jai, I think it was the last time, that we need to have some standard methodology for each category of plugin so that when the plugin is activated and you need to use it, you're using some standard
Yeah.
endpoints, right? So I think what you should do in the meantime is get in contact with him directly to try and find out the best way to make that integration easiest for the mobile app. Okay? Because if not, he's going to be doing all of this, his work and modifications, not knowing what the impact is on this. And what I don't want to happen is for us all of a sudden to now start to have to rewrite the mobile app over again. And that's not going to be very productive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so like what I had thought was that I think he would be working on the plugin part in backend, like Talava API also.
Correct.
So if we have the like correct in mobile app, we would only need the query to detect which payment provider the organization has enabled. So
That's
based on that, we can enable the payment provider in the app. So, but like there is a limitation because Flutter only has like two or three packages which they support, like
right.
Razorpay, Stripe. So we would need to integrate at max two or three,
Oh,
and
I
based
see.
on the input from the organization, we can like enable it in the app, like show the payment provider, or we
Okay.
can either we can show all the payment provider in the app,
Yeah.
and based on the users, like if they use Razorpay or Stripe, they can make the payment accordingly.
All right. So based on what you're saying, it probably makes sense for us just to work with Jai to have maybe two standard um, financial plugins, and that's it.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Well, please work with him on that because of that limitation, and then try to figure out a way in which you limit the amount of code that you have to do to try and do that detection, specifically for donations.
Yeah,
Donations are going to be very important. We need to make sure that that is completely under our control and well documented and well
yeah, because
implemented.
in yes, yes, because in the app, most of the people who would be using will be users only, so they will be making the donation. There
Right.
won't be any admin features in the app managing any like backend part. So we would just need to show the users which payment providers we provide,
Right.
and we they can make the payment accordingly as
Right.
per their country.
Yep. That sounds good.
Okay, so I'll coordinate with him and integrate the like required
Yes.
gateways.
Yes. Yes.
All right. Okay, that's that's it.
Okay. Syed, please go ahead.
So hi Peter.
Hi.
So for the last 2 weeks, I've been working on like writing the E2 test for the action items as well as for the events feature on the admin portal. So also on the action item, I've almost completed all the end-to-end testing part of it. And for the event side, I still have to write the recurring event functionality of of the event and also like the dashboard part. As the Vashu has got his PR merged today itself, so
Okay.
I haven't gotten towards it, but I'll be writing for that as well. And apart from this, like I have also been like testing the Keploy's PR agent for the unit test generation part.
Oh.
So I did tested it on my local repo, like on my my personal project. But what I discussed with Kevonian, like it would be better for us to directly use it on our main repos and test it over there. Like
Okay.
like we can integrate the PR agent directly on the admin side first, and
Okay.
then from there we can test like what kind of unit test it is generating. Is it like feasible over there, or else like we could move to another alternative.
All
Other
right.
than that, on yeah, do you have any questions?
Yes. So you're saying that you'd like to start the end-to-end testing on one of the repos as soon as possible. It sounds like, right?
No, not the end-to-end testing part, like the unit test
Oh, I
automation
see.
part,
Okay.
generation of unit test. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's start that, and we need to get this code um, more better tested and more stable. So anything that we can do to start getting us further along that path, the better. So let's get that
Right.
going. Okay.
And for the mobile application part, like I did develop the workflow for the integration test, but
Hmm.
it's still not working. So I have been working on that as well. So we are going towards we are trying to fix it, but haven't got any solution yet.
Okay.
So I'll be working on that as well. Uh,
Yeah. Good. Good. All right. This is really good to hear and good to see. Excellent. All right. Does anybody have any questions or comments for Syed? No.
uh, Also,
Yeah.
Peter,
Yes.
I do
Go
have a
ahead.
suggestion regarding
Yes.
something.
Yes.
So, we do have a GSoC idea page on our developers website, right?
Yes.
So, what I was thinking, like, we could also maintain a record of all the GSoC contribution projects on the same web page. Like the all the reports would be from the contributors end part. So, it would help us it would record all the contributors along with the projects that they have worked on. So it will provide like a history of all the contributions, all the projects that we have done so far, and also it would be served as a valuable resource for the future, like for the next year, whatever comes up.
Right. And
So
that information would come from us, the
the
persons
contributor itself,
from the contributors itself. Sure. We
yeah,
can
right,
we can get
we can just upload the report over there itself, like something like that.
to upload the repo or just upload
Report,
a report.
like
Oh,
all the documentation of the whole project, something like that.
yes. All right. Let me see if I can. Let me
Oh,
see.
I would also happy to volunteer for it.
Yeah.
Like it would make a maintainable documentation for the contribution,
Yeah.
like something like
Possibly the easiest way to get that done would be just to create a single page with
that. Right.
sections by year, and then
Yep. Yep.
that
Right.
would just make it so much easier. All right. Yeah. Please go ahead and just get that done. It's been mentioned many times before, and I think we need to start thinking about it.
Like I
And
saw a lot of organizations doing that, so I
yes,
thought we could
yes,
also implement it over here. Mhm.
yeah, it's about time that we do this. And also, we need to start thinking about what sort of projects we may or may not want for next year.
Right.
And I think later on, maybe not the next meeting, but maybe in about a month's time, we should start talking about what the project should look like to get us to get the code even better. We are going to we're at a point where we need to have some AI, like a lot of AI type projects as well related to the code base. So we need to start thinking about how we can integrate that as well in an
Hmm.
easy way. And potentially the new plugin scheme that we have could help us with getting us to that level. So
Right.
we can start thinking about that. But AI is the future, and if we can start to see how we can integrate it in a meaningful way, it'll be really good for us. So yeah, this will be the first step. So thank you for volunteering, and please go ahead and get that done.
Thank you, sir.
Right, who's next? I think we have maybe just Vanishka, right? Vanchika, are you there?
Yes.
Excellent.
So from the past few weeks, I have been proactively volunteering and monitoring the issues in CI/CD pipeline. So yeah, there has been like a bunch of issues, but yeah, successfully I have fixed them all. And now I'm working on the admin redesign for the post page.
Okay.
So hopefully I'll submit another PR for that. I'll open an issue and then I'll open a PR for that. Currently, the PR fixes the it fixes the post page features which we had previously. So I'm aiming to get the PR merged soon.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Noman has been merging the stuff for you as needed. Has that been an issue?
Uh, yes, but I think that I think he's currently quite busy with
Okay.
his schedule. So,
All right.
yeah.
If you need stuff merged, let me know and I'll get it done. I did it the last time for you, so please let
Yeah.
me know. I don't want
Yes.
for both you and Satyam, if you're having issues with getting in contact with Noman to do merges, etc., just let me know and I'll do my best to help you out. Okay?
Yes, thank you so much.
All right. Good. And I really would like to get your stuff integrated as quickly as possible because your stuff is fixing broken things, and we need
Yes,
to get broken things fixed. Okay.
yes.
All right.
I
Thanks.
have a question as well.
Yes. Go ahead.
So, as we have already fixed the post page for user portal, do I have to like create like if you remember we have a Figma file
Yes.
which yeah, so should I add that post page UI to that Figma file?
Absolutely. Yeah. We need people to know what's going on with that. That would be very helpful.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay. So I'll do that.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, there is something. No, I should be able to do it. Yes. Yes. Please go ahead. All right. Thanks, Vanchiku.
Yeah.
Okay, this looks like we've come to the end of the discussion today. Thank you very much, everybody. And I know a lot of you have had exams. I know that you have exams as well. And I wish you all the best in them. Okay, and we'll talk again next week. Goodbye.